channel. So for today's video, it's going to be kind of a follow-up to my last video, which was me unboxing the iPad Air 4. Since uploading that video, a few people have asked what's on my iPad, what apps I use, how I use it, and how I use accessories. So I decided to film that for y'all. So if you would like to see what's on my iPad and how I use it, then please continue watching and hope you enjoy. Okay, so hi everyone, this is what my iPad looks like. This is what the lock screen is. I don't remember exactly where I got this wallpaper from. I think I searched up something like aesthetic wallpaper on Google or Pinterest and found it and decided to use it as a wallpaper. So I'm really sorry I can't tell you exactly where I got it from, but I'm pretty sure if you search using the same or similar keywords, you'll be able to find this picture if you're looking for it. So when I unlock the iPad, this is what the home screen looks like. You may or may not notice that I kind of have an Animal Crossing theme going on with the wallpaper. And I did this just to really match my phone, because if you look at my phone, I have the same theme going on. And I'll put a picture of what my phone looks like. And I'll also put a link of where I got the wallpaper and the app icons from in the description bar below, just for anyone that might be interested in it. But yeah, I just really wanted to match the two and just wanted to have an Animal Crossing theme. And I was debating whether or not to also customize the apps for the iPad as well, but I decided against it because one, it took way too long doing it on my phone the first time around, and I just didn't want to go through that process again. And two, I was more okay doing it on my phone just because you could delete the original apps and just keep the customized one on the home screen. And you can't necessarily do that with the iPad, so even if I did the customized apps, I would still have to keep the original apps on the screen in like a folder or something, and I just didn't want to do that. So maybe in the future, if Apple releases an update where we can delete the apps, then I'll be more inclined to do it. But right now, this is just the way that's going to look, and I'm perfectly fine and okay with that. Didn't really make any changes to the app layout here on the screen. Didn't really feel the need to, so kind of kept it the same the way that I came. Yeah, so nothing really different here, but if you look onto the left side, I have some widgets going on. So the first widget that I have is the color widgets widget, which displays the date, the time, and the battery level. And right under that, I have the time page widget, which is synced to my Google Calendar, so it lets me know what I have going on for the day. So it lets me know if I have any classes to take, any scheduled meetings, or any events to go to. It'll let me know right there, and it's just really nice to see what my day is going to look like. And right under that, I have the battery widget, which displays the battery levels of my products, and I think that's just really useful to have on the screen and just know what my battery level are if I need to charge it or something. So moving on to the second page, you can see I have organized my apps in 2 folders and further organized them by categories. The first folder that I have is called Apple, and this is all the other Apple apps that were on the second page. This is where I put them, along with the color widgets app and the time page app. Moving to the next folder, it is called Extras, and honestly I did not know what else to name this because all of these apps don't really do the same thing or serve the same purpose, so I just put them all together in this folder because I didn't know what else to put it and I didn't know what else to call it. But these apps are usually used for more creative purposes. I use Canva, Line Camera, Over, and Procreate to edit pictures and add text, do calligraphy and graphic design. I use Pinterest to search for images and pictures, and I use Velo to edit my videos. The next folder that I have is labeled School, and these are all the apps I use for school. The first app I have is Blackboard, as my school still uses Blackboard instead of Canvas. The next apps are Google Apps with Gmail, Google Calendar, and Drive. I also use Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. I use these apps to check my school email, schedule meetings and events, and do my assignments. The next apps I have are Notability and GoodNotes. I have something called Papership, and Papership's a little complicated, but I'll see if I can explain it well. I am a graduate student, and being a graduate student means I have to do a research study this year. In the process of doing my study, I have to collect many academic works like articles and journals to support my study, and I've been collecting all these works the past year on my MacBook, and Papership allows me to have access to all the stuff I have collected so far when I don't have my MacBook. It helps me with my project. I have Kindle because one of my classes has an ebook on it this semester. And the last app that I have on this folder is Zoom, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Zoom is, so I don't think I need to explain it. Moving on to the next folder, it is called Fun, and this is where all my video streaming apps go, like Disney+, Hulu, Netflix, Twitch, and YouTube. I also have YouTube Studio in this folder to check my analytics. The next folder is my games folder, and as you can see, I have a lot of games. I have Among Us, and all the other apps are fun little time management games that I like to play when I'm bored. They're simple and don't require a lot of thinking, and I think they're fun to play from time to time. My last folder is called Language, and this is where I put my language learning apps in. The first app is called Lao, and you might not know that I'm Lao and I'm fluent in the language. I have this app to constantly refresh my brain of Lao because I speak it quite often with my family, but I don't get other chances to speak it when I'm in public, and even less chances to read and write it, so I brush on it from time to time to make sure that I don't forget it. The next two apps are what I use to learn Korean. I learned Korean quite a while ago, but I dropped it, but since being in quarantine, I decided to pick it up again. The first of the two is Talk to Me in Korean, and they have a lot of Korean lessons that you can access and have a lot of resources available to you on the app if you're trying to learn Korean. The next app is Duolingo, and it's more of a fun game-like app that offers bite-sized lessons in writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that's on my iPad. Bye.